The Rebel SL3, EOS 250D is very small for a DSLR, especially in width and weight. The DSLR design means the body has to be thicker to accommodate the mirror, and while the Canon 18 to 55mm f/4.5.6 IS STM kit lens is pretty compact, it's not a retracting type, so the combination of the thick camera body and lens makes the Canon a lot longer than rival mirrorless cameras like the Fujifilm X-T100. It's certainly compact for a DSLR, but it's a good deal bigger than a mirrorless model. The body has a good-sized grip, making the Canon easy and secure to hold one-handed. The body does have a slightly plasticky feel, but that's offset by high-quality knobs and dials, especially the main mode dial and power on/off switch, which has a third position for entering the video mode. Canon is pitching the EOS Rebel SL3/250D as the world's lightest DSLR with a movable screen. There are mirrorless cameras smaller than this one, to be sure, but as far as DSLRs go, Canon is quite correct. Canon is going for the same entry-level market, though, with a combination of point-and-shoot simplicity, a guided UI, user interface, to walk new users through the basics of photography, and a creative assist mode for more adventurous photographic effects. Underlying all this is all the manual control you'd expect in a DSLR, so that when you're ready to move on to more manual techniques, the EOS Rebel SL3/250D can stay right with you. The live view autofocus is much more sophisticated. It uses Canon's own dual-pixel sensor technology, which splits each photo site on the sensor in two in order to check distance using the same phase detection autofocus principle used by DSLRs. It's faster than the conventional contrast f used by many sensors in live view. In the Rebel SL3/250D, there are no fewer than 3,975 user-selectable f-points covering up to 88% of the frame width and 100% of the height, depending on the lens used. If you were shooting sports and tracking fast-moving objects, you'd need a more sophisticated autofocus system than the 9-point f in the Rebel SL3/250D. But although it can keep up a reasonable 5 frames per second continuous shooting speed, it's not that kind of camera, and for everyday photography the autofocus system is fine. It's even better in live view mode, where Canon's latest dual-pixel CMOS f system takes over and delivers autofocus speeds which feel even faster. You can choose between subject tracking f mode, spot f, single point f and zone f, in either single-shot mode or continuous servo f mode. 4K video is a big selling point on this camera, but you do notice a couple of limitations when you switch from Full HD 1080 capture to 4K. First, there's a significant crop factor in 4K mode, which means your lens's angle of view effectively becomes narrower. This is common on Canon cameras, and while you do quickly get used to it, it does mean you may have to step back to recompose your shot.